Hi and welcome. Welcome to this live. I'm just getting settled in. And yeah, it's good. It's going to be a really good live. So I will wait a little bit for people to come on. And then until then, just taking some deep breaths and centering and breathing and enjoying the space. I'm going to grab an incense really quick and I will be right back. But continue to feel free to write any questions as we were going to be getting into the topic of sacred offerings. And the way I would like to start today's discussion is, by setting our intention to really evolve, really evolve and be here as a community. Whoever shows up, whoever decides to watch this or listen to this, may inspire you to, on some level, encourage you to continue to go and moving forward, onward and upward and forward and evolve. We are at a precipice of change, in the collective. Through the stories in the sky, the constellations and what they're telling us, and the prophecies of this time, is a time of basically the apocalypse, and the energies are not the easiest to deal with. So coming together and supporting each other in community in whichever way we can is deal. So I do plan on coming online more so I can just be here and talk and go live and share and be of support of whatever way that I can. A lot of people, the capacity seems to be short, and I get it. But try to be with it, try to be with yourself. It is part of the ascending and descending, and it's part of this thing that we've all came here to be with and part of. So I see people popping in and out because it shows me the attention span, which is very limited. I encourage you to pass through that. I encourage you to work through that, because it is a part of a program that has people's minds wrapped in a very short attention span, and it's really sad to see that happening. But we have it. Are you able to stay for 1 minute? Are you able to stay for 20 minutes? Are you able to stay for, challenge yourself with that. Bring yourself to a capacity where you can really intake some information that is good for the mind, body, soul, and spirit. This is where we're at. This is what we're fighting for our consciousness. Being able to call ourselves back from the addiction of the phone, the addiction of, wrapped up in social media, wrapped up in whatever it is, whatever your addiction is, and freeing yourself from that. So Sacred Offering is a online gathering space that I will be holding for 6 months at a time. 6 months throughout this year and 6 months through next year. So basically it's going to last until right before the summer solstice, and then it'll start again right around the summer solstice. And the idea of this offering is to help people prepare for the seasons of change, the season changing within the solstices and equinoxes, and being able to prepare yourself, mind, body, soul, and spirit, understanding what it means to walk this change. The seasons is a bigger field of the seasons that happen within us, especially if you have a woman's body. So we have the fall, the winter, the summer, spring, and the summer. And these 4 seasons correlate throughout our lives all the time. And if you have a womb, these seasons work within the womb as well. So the seasons change. The seasons of your luteal, your follicular, your menstrual. So these 4 seasons happen within the woman's body. And we see this happening in correlation with the moon going through the different phases of the waning and the full, waxing and the new. So these seasons within seasons. So what sacred offering is about is continuation of seasons. The seasons that we go on within ourselves, the journey that we go on each month as womb holders, and the journey that we go on every season as people who live on this earth. And as these seasons come and go, as these seasons filter through our lives, how do you handle them? How do you consciously work through these? How do you consciously work through your own seasons? So what I'm offering is a teachings. It'll be a lot on the medicine wheel that we will go in, and it's not going to be public. It's not going to be on YouTube. It will be on Zoom privately, because I feel that this is more of a safe container to hold these teachings privately. It'll show you how to walk through these seasons of change, walking through each season and each element that each season represents. So each season represents an element. Each season represents an energy. Each season shows us how we evolve. And sacred offering is basically your own offering within yourself, commitment to yourself, to make that offering to yourself, to Creator, to your guides, to beingness of yourself. It's to gain practice, a steady practice to help you own in and gain the centeredness of, to bring this into your life tangibly, to bring an awareness to yourself, to have something to really own in and not get lost in the wave of the energy, to come in and know what it's like to practice with others, to know what it's like to be involved in a community. And these teachings that I bring is going to give you the opportunity to work in a community like this, and also give you the opportunity to come to experience ceremony in person with me if you choose to, if you have the means for it. So it's a really beautiful opportunity to work closely with me. And I have a sliding scale, so everyone's able to be part of this. I want this to be affordable. I want this to be accessible to people. I want this to be something that is tangible, so that's what it is. That's what it is, basically. It's that we're gonna, each month we will be working with a different herb, a plant. Each month you will be studying with that plant. And for the winter season, we're studying and working with warm plants that build warmth, like ginger, cinnamon. So throughout the winter, we're going to be preparing the body properly, and honoring the body as it goes through these shifts and changes through the seasons. And yes, I am, thank you. I am in this part where we are experiencing, or we're going into winter and December, and I know the southern hemisphere, or what the northern, I can't remember. Yes, the southern hemisphere is going into what, summer. So it's going to be different if you are tuning in through that. But at this time, I will come and check, of course, on YouTube, and be in here and pop in every once in a while. But yeah, you can register for this at on my website, or you can sign up to my newsletter, and you will receive the link for the introduction, which will be on November 2nd, and you will have a whirlwind of information with you. And I really want to provide this for everybody, to go deeper into your practice, to build with community, and to not be scared to connect with community. Working with community is one of the most rewarding things. It's challenging, but it's one of the rewarding things there is. And Sacred Offerings is going to teach about that, teach about what happens in community, within yourself, by yourself, by yourself in your own world, or in community with others, working with community. Have you experienced that? Have you experienced that? And how did it go? And is it something that you're wanting to experience in your future? Is it something that you're curious about? Is it something you've never experienced? So going into these ceremonies, going into re-indigenizing our communities, re-indigenizing ourselves, decolonizing ourselves. This is part of getting into this type of offering, the sacred offering. So what does your offering look like? What does sacred offering look like to you? Is it a prayer every day? Is it a candle? To me, I light a candle just about every day. And I love to do my prayers and giving thanks. And I love to light a little bit of smoke, a little bit of maybe sage or some cedar. I love to have these smokes going, and this is what blesses my altar. This is what blesses my space. This is what charges my altar. This is what charges my space too, and it helps me to get into center. I have different, little things that I do, my rituals, and sometimes I love watching the sunrise. It's one of my favorite is to watch the sunrise. To me, watching the sunrise is the medicine of the soul. It teaches us that we can rise again. She told me, that medicine will carry me for the rest of my life. And she was right. It has carried me this far, and it will continue to carry me. Walk this path is not easy, holding a level of compassion and consciousness, and continuing to come back to center, continuing to, come into alignment with that which is your highest self. It's not easy. So having, community really helps. So if you want to put in the comments, if you have community, or if you're a community, if you're open for that, let me know. And what does that look like for you? So community to me is so many. I have worked in many ceremonies. The most recent ceremony that I have been part of, you are community. Yeah, we're community. Exactly. We are. It does. At first, community starts when, and then you're asked for it to be bigger and bigger and show up in bigger ways. So good for you. And some people, it will never happen for them because it's not part of their destiny. It's not part of their walk. But for me, it's part of my destiny. It's part of my walk, and it's something that I really enjoy. I really enjoy working with people. I really enjoy watching people heal and watching people make these breakthroughs and witnessing them. I enjoy receiving messages, from videos I made years and years ago, and people still having the breakthroughs of removing those entities from them and contracts being removed and released. And I love that. I love something that I made years and still help people today. I'm so thankful for that. And, so the first offering of sacred offerings is going to be the offering of gratitude and working with cinnamon. Cinnamon is a herb. It helps to warm the heart. It helps to bring in good financial flow. it helps with a lot of sweetness too. It's a great herb for protection. It's an herb to help bring in just that spiciness, that right amount of spiciness that is needed to help shift you out of a hard time, It's a great herb to be working with that, sipping on some tea of that. And so November is going to be a great month, the offering of gratitude. And you think of November, you think of October, the colors that correlate is white. So orange is what? What is orange to you? The sacral chakra, right? It is also like the opening of opportunity. The color orange can open a doorway, can open something that is blocked. Orange, I think of an orange like a persimmon, orange off of a tree, a fruit from a tree. What branches, what needs to be trimmed, in order for you to bear fruit? And these are questions, that come from elders, the ancestors. What needs to go so you can bear fruit? And the fruit of the orange is really beneficial for us to work with. And so yeah, that will be part of what we're going to be covering in the November gathering on Zoom. And I hope you all can make that. And sacred offering is, this month, what we're stepping into is the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. And let me read this comment really quick. So someone's put, you have friends that have forest parties, but you didn't go any this year. I've been too angry to enjoy. Oh, yeah. So with this anger and that a lot of people are feeling right now, it's because of certain planetary shifts that are happening in the sky. So community can help with that, can help shift the anger. So being around other people's auras help to release it, dance it out or whatever, release it, because right, you're gonna really need each other. We're at a precipice and it's not going to get any easier. It's going to get harder, and we need each other. We need to find that community to be part of it. And sometimes you don't feel like going out, or you just want to isolate or something like that, and that's fine. There's a time and the place for that, and that's also a part of the job. But you do want to see how to get involved more. So back to the Day of the Dead, the Dia de los Muertos. This is the time. The veils are thin, but the veils are always thin. But the veils are a little bit more accessible around this time. And what happens around this time is, in different cultures, like we celebrate the Day of the Dead, and we make ofrendas, we make altars, we make these altars with our ancestors on them. Pictures of our ancestors with like favorite foods and candles and candies and the smells that they like, right? And certain type of flowers. And these ofrendas, these greens, help them. Some of these ancestors, if you had good ancestors, some of us have, like, some ancestors are not that helpful, right? You had some ancestors that weren't that, I wouldn't recommend doing this. But anyways, you can ask the ancestors to help you work through certain things and certain and it is very helpful. Yeah. So anger is still a teacher, so we have different emotions and they come to us like winds. And this is how I was taught. They come to us like winds. And they come to us as a wind to create it, like wind does, to clear. So when that air is in you, the air of anger, the aire, what is it teaching you? It's teaching you something. And that teaching is something there. If it's the ego, then it is a falseness that is there. You were born in peace. Every single child of the Creator was born in peace. Our natural is peace. So any lie that you are believing, being born in anger, is a lie. That's a lie of the ego. That is a lie. So we are all born as in the image and likeness of Creator God, which is peace. Peace is our natural state. Peace is our given natural. And those lies, the truth is revealed with those lies, right? What the truth is. This is how you ascend. This is how you ascend in certain business, and not believing that lies of the ego. So that is, some work that needs to be done. We all have that work to do. And so as we transition through this next month, I hope all of find these sacred spaces within you to offer it, and to find those deep-rooted connections, those deep connections that will help bring you peace out of any form of anger or any form of lies, manipulation of the ego. The ego is very a trickster, yeah, and can show us these and make us think that it's us, and it's not. It is false. But if you know the truth of who you are and the truth of who Creator is, then you can spot the lies when they come. You can spot the lies very easily and put a no to it, put an end to that. But it's not easy. It is not an easy game. So we are here. All of us, I believe, are here. We are here at this time precipice to help anchor in a divine energy, to return to the original origin of what is true, what is truth, what is in alignment, what is that, which is connected to Source, Creator, our Divine Mother, our Divine Father, and that which brings us truth, bounty, and healing, the ultimate truth. And within that, finding the truth within, and allowing that to create truth, creating fruit, not lies, and knowing when and how to correct those, knowing when and how to let beliefs go and things that no longer serve go. Courage to do so, surrendering to the Most High and believing that it takes courage, it takes strength. So we will all be here in a way that best suits us, and know that anger is part of the ego. It is a teacher, though. It is a teacher to teach. But anger is still part of the ego. It's not a truth. And, there's no enemy within yourself. There is a lot going on within the world right now. We are living at an apocalypse time. It is crazy. Absolutely insane right now. And that's why we do need to lean with community. That's why we do need to understand what are the benefits of sacred offerings. What are the benefits of that? Is there any point to it? Is there any point to making an offering, give an offering? And what does an offering look like to you? You can go to the water and offer the water a song. You can go to a space, mountaintop, and leave a piece of your hair or a stone that means something to you. These are offerings. They're sweet offerings. There's sweetness in that. And you can hear, you can listen to that which is the spirit of the wind. You can listen to that which is the trickling of the water. What is these elements, what do they have to say? And how do they communicate? If you know, or you can tune in to the frequencies, can you pick up the hum? Can you pick up the harmony of the space in nature? Songs come to you when you're there. And that's an offering. That's a sacred offering. That is an offering that helps to bring in balance. It helps to alleviate anger. It helps to alleviate this. We are working as a collective through this very, very tough time energetically. It's not easy. So moving through these courses and choosing not to fall back into a looping cycle, choosing not to fall back into these places. This is a collective choice. If enough of us can raise the vibration, we have the ability to bring this new energy into earth. And this has been prophesied for so long, so long. We have our big brothers that, are in the mountains of the Andes and the sacred mountain, hold these sacred codes and sending their prayers to humanity. And all of us who are sending our prayers to humanity to help these people who are stuck in their trauma. And knowing that, what is it? Are you here? Your mission on earth. And sometimes it's just walking down the street and smiling. Sometimes it's putting your grocery cart away, staying in integrity. What does integrity mean to you? And staying in balance in this way. Yes, you're going to have anger come up. We're human, we all do. But don't fall for the lies and tricks of that trickster. We all have it. We all have one. Learn from it, grow from it, strengthen from it. But don't give it power over. See it as a teacher and let it go when it needs to go. So we are, like I said, I'm offering the sacred offering, and I'm excited to do so. Working with the womb is extremely powerful, and I still have those teachings, and I'm so ready to, and I look forward to working with who is ready to go deeper into womb teachings and healing work with me. But right now we are working with the sacred offerings, and that starts on November 2nd. November 2nd is going to be the day where I share deeply of this, a more profound shift that is ready to occur within the private group on Zoom. So that is going to be happening, and I'm excited to offer that. And I'm going to share a little word, the word of life an elder shares. And my friend, who is so dear to me, and he shares that, the word has been here long before we've existed. The word of Creator. And the word carries us. It carries us through the and we're here to help each other home, to return to origin, to return to the original teachings, the original vibration of feeling that connection to Creator, to Source, to the light of God, and to allow that to grow and allow that to be truth. And allowing this to be truth. If you, let's make sure the topics in the comment section stay in alignment to with subject. Thank you. If you need a one-on-one, you can book a one-on-one. Thank you. So we will be transversing through many realms. And as we hold a form of consciousness, we bring this ultimate light to each other. So, thank you. So the teaching brings us to the word of Creator, the word of substance. And that word is what connects us to Source. So thank you. The offering is here for those who are called for it. And I hope you join November 2nd. I will leave this with a prayer, with a meditational prayer, if you will. And this, I hope, finds you well and in a good space. So take a deep breath. And take a deep breath in and come into your heart. Come into the altar of your heart. How does your heart feel? How is your heart? Breathing that in. Light. You feel light here. And breathing that in. Connecting to the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, Creator. May the wisdom of who you truly are, the truth, with you. May the lies dissipate and be shown for who it is and what it is. The truth be shown, the truth. And may that light within you shine. May Creator be with you and your connection to the divine. Anchor like roots of a tree going deep into the earth. Excuse me. And may those roots dive deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper into the earth and soil. And those branches grow stronger, bearing beautiful fruit. May your sacred offering be blessed and bring you blessings upon blessings.